Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. I have a very interesting episode for you today. I have an interesting episode because I was kind of reviewing the various surveys that were conducted in the last 3 months. Specifically, I was reviewing the survey conducted by Sakal. Now, if you look at that survey versus other surveys and versus what has happened in Karnataka and others, there is a chance that if the opposition works out well, the opposition does have a chance. As in, the concept of BJP coming up, one-sided or a cakewalk for BJP may not really happen. That's what I'll discuss. Let's get right into the show. So like I said, lots of survey, if you put together these surveys and specifically the Sakal survey, the situation for 2024 looks very interesting. It may not be a one-sided situation like what it was predicted to be. Now, let me tell you why Maharashtra is so important. You see, Maharashtra is the second largest number of seats in Lok Sabha after Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh has 80, Maharashtra has 48. So that's what Maharashtra's situation is. And mind you, in 2019, NDA, that is Shiv Sena and BJP put together, had got 41 out of the 48 seats. And Bharatiya Janata Party had got 23 out of those 48 seats, and Shiv Sena had got 18 out of those 48 seats. So that was the Samikaran. That was the math. Now this time around, Shiv Sena is not with Bharatiya Janata Party. So there is bound to be a difference in that 41 number, which helped Bharatiya Janata Party or NDA rather to get the 353 seats. This 41 may not be intact. So that's one interesting factor. Second interesting factor is two things. First is the question whether would Maharashtrians want to see PM Narendra Modi come once again in 2024. Yes, percentage is 42.1 and no percentage is 41.5. It's almost right there in the center. And the can't say percentage is close to 16.4. 16.4 people say can't say, which means fence sitters. Now these fence sitters are going to be crucial. We will talk about them. But for now, let's keep these fence sitters out and we come back to our graph where we say that it is divided right in the center. Which means the popularity, if you see specifically from a Maharashtra point of view, the popularity of Narendra Modi has come down. If you would see from a Maharashtra perspective, because from a party that got 41 out of 48 seats or 23 out of the seats they were allocated, 41% people do not want Narendra Modi to come back, which means the popularity has dropped. So under this new perspective, how is Bharatiya Janata Party going to look and how is the opposition going to look? That's the question that we are going to talk about. Also the fact that reason I am also emphasizing the fact that you see things are very different now in Karnataka. Things look different in Madhya Pradesh. Rajasthan one doesn't know. Because if you see Karnataka had 25 seats for Bharatiya Janata Party, Madhya Pradesh had 28 seats for Bharatiya Janata Party. So Bharatiya Janata Party did exceedingly well in all these states and currently things may be slightly different. Maharashtra for sure, because of the survey, things are different. So let's look at Maharashtra as a case study and then let's juxtapose that to other states and then let's see what happens. Now, if Maharashtrians feels that half of Maharashtra feels that they want Narendra Modi and half of Maharashtra feels that they don't want Narendra Modi, which means that this time around, like I told you before, Maharashtra is not going to give a one-side mandate to Bharatiya Janata Party and its ally. Shiv Sena is still its ally as on now. As in Shiv Sena run by Eknath Shinde is still its ally as on now. Secondly, Eknath Shinde is not doing well. Only 5% of Maharashtrians are with Eknath Shinde. The rest who are pro Shiv Sena voters are with Uddhav Thackeray I will give you that figure also. BJP is expected to get a vote percentage of 33.8. Shiv Sena, Shinde group is expected to get only 5.5%, whereas Shiv Sena Uddhav group is expected to get 12.5%, NCP 15.3%, and surprisingly Congress 19.9%. And I will tell you why surprisingly Congress. So this is how it is. So look at it. Now Bharatiya Janata Party's two core factors. One is Narendra Modi's popularity has come down. Two, Shiv Sena has broken, and the bulk of Shiv Sena votes are going to Uddhav Thackeray, who is with opposition, who is with MBA. So now you look at the position of Bharatiya Janata Party, Shiv Sena in Maharashtra. This is the first thing. Now let me tell you, does this mean that everything is done? And does this mean that this is going to be permanent? And does this mean that this will stay like this till 2024? Let me tell you, chances are no, it will not. It will not stay like this till 2024 unless and until Sharad Pawar chooses a side and once and for all sticks to it. Sharad Pawar and NCP could go anywhere according to the tide. That is one political party that can just change anything, and Sharad Pawar alone can change the political scenario of Maharashtra. And Sharad Pawar is volatile. Sharad Pawar and NCP, they are volatile. They could go anyways. They could go to BJP, they could go to the MVA, because ideology and all doesn't really matter to NCP. So the biggest if factor is Sharad Pawar. So like my title says, there is a chance for the opposition if. The first biggest if factor is Sharad Pawar. The second if factor is Congress itself. You see, Nana Patole, the current head of Congress, has no political clout or no popularity in Maharashtra. He is not a popular Congress leader of Maharashtra. Unfortunately, the last popular leader of Maharashtra was Vilasrao Deshmukh, who passed away. After Vilasrao Deshmukh, there was never a strong Maharashtra Congress leader. That's a biggest problem for Maharashtra, for Congress in Maharashtra. You see, before Vilasrao Deshmukh, you had a series of leaders. You had Sharad Pawar, you had Vasantdada Patil, you had so many leaders. But after Vilasrao Deshmukh, no good leader. Problem number one. Problem number two is, people like Prithviraj Chavan, who could have been the leader, who was the chief minister of Maharashtra, and after his chief ministership, Congress never kind of, flourished after his chief ministership. Congress was almost over in Maharashtra after his chief ministership. He is striving, but he's striving a lot. He's like, he's trying a lot, but I don't know which direction is he going. Ashok Chavan, like you see in the screen, I think he's always frustrated. I don't know whether he's happy, he's sad, whether he wants to lead, whether he can motivate people, whether even the people of Maharashtra are behind him. I think he's long forgotten because he is blow hot, blow cold. At times you can hear about him, and at times you don't even know whether he exists. So that is Ashok Chavan. Like I told you about Nana Patole, no, he is not a mass leader at all. Nana Patole is not a mass leader of Congress. Bhai Jagtap, not a mass leader of Congress. So Congress needs to create a Kanhaiya Kumar. Congress doesn't have a DK Shiv Kumar who is already existing in Maharashtra who can make Congress happen. So Congress needs a Kanhaiya Kumar. In fact, get a Kanhaiya Kumar, La Kanhaiya Kumar is what I mean. I am not saying put Kanhaiya Kumar into Maharashtra. That's not what I am saying. But Congress needs to create a new young leader. When I say create, I mean create. Use PR, use social media, use other form to create this young, vibrant leader in Maharashtra, which is so required for Congress. And mind you, the people of Maharashtra are projecting to give Congress 19.9% shares. So Congress is running on inertia, which it has created in the last 75 years. It is purely running on inertia. Congress ka khud ka kuch nahi hai. It is running on inertia. If they get 19.9% votes, shares of vote, it is purely because of what the work that possibly Sharad Pawar had done when he was in Congress, Vilasrao Deshmukh had done when he was in Congress, Vasantdada Patil has done when he was in Congress, so on and so forth. Khud ka, I don't think they have done. So Congress needs to have a serious discussion about Maharashtra. top Congress leader Kharge and others should come to Maharashtra, have a serious discussion about Maharashtra and look at leadership of Maharashtra very seriously. And once you have a leadership of Maharashtra, empower that leader to ensure that he becomes a driving force for Congress and a popular name in Maharashtra. I think that is important. If that doesn't happen, then Congress is, now things are good. So 19.9%, this 19.9% can come to 9.9% also in the next 365 days. So that has to be, they have to be wary of it. Now let's come to Shiv Sena, the third partner of MVA. You see, Shiv Sena has to first stick to MVA. They have to first stick to MVA. By the looks of it, they seem to be the most loyal and the most steady partner in the group. Of course, they and Congress, they seem to be very steady in the group. So, yeah, I mean, the first part, I think by the looks of it, they are sticking to MVA. The next part and the most important part, and I hope Shiv Sena understands it, and I am sure Shiv Sena may be knowing it, that BMC, TMC, that is Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation, Thane Municipal Corporation, Kalyan Dombivli Municipal Corporation, these elections are going to be phenomenally important for Shiv Sena because this election will ensure that Shiv Sena and Uddhav is back. This will ensure that Shiv Sena and Uddhav is popular among the people, and when this endorses that they are popular among the people, what will happen then is those people who have gone to Shinde camps and those voters who are fence sitters and all of that, those people could come to Shiv Sena. Those people could come to Shiv Sena. You see, I believe that this 16.4% people who can't say factor, a bulk of it are Shivsenics. 16.4% factor, which is what the survey says, that 41% says no to having Prime Minister Narendra Modi again as Prime Minister of India, 41.5% says no, 42.1% says yes, and 16.4% says can't say. This 16.4% bulk of it belongs to Shiv Sena is what my analysis is. The reason I say that is because people who are anyway for Congress and NCP, they won't want Narendra Modi to come back as Prime Minister. And the 42% who say yes to Narendra Modi, they are part of the BJP Shiv Sena alliance anyways. They will be anyway supporting BJP and Shiv Sena. And that is why they would want Narendra Modi to come back. This 16% were the people who supported Narendra Modi last time when Shiv Sena and BJP was together, and now they are in the cusp. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to vote. They don't know who to vote. There is a certain amount of empathy, sympathy towards Uddhav Thackeray, but they don't really know because they're so used to voting Bharatiya Janata Party in the center. They're so used to voting for Narendra Modi in the center. So this 60% is what will make a difference. If a brilliant win, and I repeat myself, a brilliant win for Uddhav Thackeray in TMC, in BMC will shift that 16%. Those fence sitters will tilt towards the MVA. So with all the percentage that we talk about, I conclude that the most important factor in MVA today is the Shiv Sena. If MVA has to make a difference in the Lok Sabha election, Shiv Sena, that is Uddhav Thackeray Shiv Sena, Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray Shiv Sena, UBT Sena has to perform. If they perform, if it is endorsed that they are popular, there will be a sea change in Maharashtra politics. Bharatiya Janata Party and Eknath Shinde Shiv Sena, if they survive till then, if Bharatiya Janata Party and Eknath Shinde Shiv Sena will have a tough match, will have a very tough match, and this match in Maharashtra will affect the center. This is the point I wanted to make in my editorial today. Till I see you next time, that's tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.